Dorian, were you offered by North Dakota State out of high school?
Yes, I was, for defensive back.
For a defensive back. Did
Yes,
you
sir.
happen to go and visit them at all?
No, I didn't.
But are they pretty well known in your part of the country?
Yeah.
Yeah. What stood out to them about them to you?
Just the championships they won. I think like 9 out of the last 12 years.
Do you know a lot of guys on that team?
Just a couple. Yeah.
Was it anything that you seriously considered going there?
Oh, say
Did you seriously consider going there and playing there?
Oh yeah, I did. But it was just my mind didn't want to play defensive back in college. Yeah.
Would you like to have Dorian on your side?
Oh yeah, I would love to have him playing DB. Yeah.
What is the challenge of a team that's won 9 out of 11, 9 out of 12 championships? What type of team is a team like that? What do they bring here?
I think they bring like a lot of confidence, you know, because they win and they feel like they can win, and they also been beating some FBS schools in the past, so it'll be a great challenge for us as a university to go out there and just showcase what we have.
Hunter, what do they do on offense? They seem to be unique in this day and age of the spread offense and all that. What do they do? What challenges do they present?
Well, I really see them like running the football. You mentioned spread. I know they run the ball a lot, and they come out in different sets and formations. A lot of different personnels that we're gonna have to stop the run first. But I have watched some film where they put the quarterback in shotgun and throw the ball. So we'll see.
Dorian, when you see Jaden take off to get out of the pocket like that to scramble, what are you supposed to do? Like, are you supposed to change your route, or what's the rule there?
Scramble drill, follow the quarterback, try to get open, make a play.
Do you try to make eye contact or something?
Wherever he goes, just follow him. He's a good quarterback, uses his feet, but he also knows that he's looking downfield for a receiver.
Dorian, why do you think the offense was a little out of sync the other night?
I wouldn't say really out of sync. I would just say like we didn't stay true to our values at a point of times.
What does that mean, stay true to your values?
Just being disciplined as an offense, just trusting the plays, next play process mentality.
Sure. You had a couple miscues in the first game. You kind of bounced back from that and had a pretty good game. And had a pretty good game the other night. How do you get past, like, drop a pass or fumble the ball? How do you?
Yeah, it's just my teammates encouraging me, just next play mentality, and just always being in my head like, you got this. It's just one play. We got a whole 60 minutes left of the game.
Right. Hunter, the turnover sword seems to be a pretty popular item these days. How excited do you guys get when you get a turnover? It seems like you guys are like running over to the sideline as fast as you can.
Coach Nansen, our defensive coordinator, preaches turnovers. Coach Fish also preaches turnovers. We love that's one of our football philosophies here at Arizona, is getting the ball and protecting the ball. So it's obviously a big thing. The turnover sword is just another element to help us, enjoy getting turnovers, enjoy bringing that ball back to our sideline. So it's something that we enjoy as a defense, and we're just looking forward to continue to bring that turnover sword out.
Should there be like an offensive trophy or something for you guys?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
You don't think there should be?
Nah.
No.
Are you envious? Are you envious at all of the turnover sword?
No, I think it's great. Yeah, I love when our defense gets turnovers. It makes the offense play better.
Dorian, you're getting a lot of passes thrown to you, and you've really found your niche in a competitive wide receiving room. What type of mentality have you taken the last couple of years to be able to get yourself on the field so much coming in as a walk-on?
Just believing in yourself, making sure every day you find a way to be better and do things that isn't involved in what we do as a team, and just build a relationship with my position coach and just different coaches around me.
Hunter, you've been very active so far this season, all over the stat sheet. How do you assess your personal performance so far?
I just want to continue to get better each and every day, especially focusing on like the little things. My coach Kafusi mentions it all the time. I just need to stay focused throughout the whole entire game. I know I might be doing some stuff well a little bit, but I'm still trying to get better, and I feel like I can bring more stuff to the stat sheet, or just more plays out there. I'm kind of leaving some plays out there, so I need to be able to make all the plays that I can.
Is it difficult to kind of adjust your mindset from like running team in week 1, passing team in week 2, running team in week 3? Does it change?
Not for us. I mean, I feel like we got a lot of guys that played a lot of football. C-Row, CY. Coach Nanson's been around a lot of ball, been around a lot of teams, Coach Fish. I feel like, it is no real big difference. It's just got to lock in, shift your focus each and every week to, a different scheme.
So I guess what North Dakota State likes to do a lot is go through the A-gap with their run. What does it mean to try and stop that? Like, what do you have to do on the defensive side to keep that plugged up?
Just listen to our coaches, follow the coaching, prepare like we've been preparing, doing all the little things, just staying focused, staying, in our gaps, don't peek out of gaps, just stuff like that. Just the little stuff that we've been taught. We already kind of know this type of stuff. We just need to, execute it better and, stuff like that, but that's about it.
What have the coaches been saying, or maybe what have you guys been talking about amongst yourselves as far as making sure that you take this opponent with the utmost seriousness? People, say, oh, they're North Dakota State, they're an FCS team, you should beat them.
I mean, when you're an FCS team and you beat like 5 or 6 FBS teams, and you take that serious as an FBS team, looking into them. They have first rounders that get drafted out of that school. They win national championships, and at any level, a championship is a championship. So we respect it, and we're just looking forward to competing.
I don't think you played in the NAU game last year, but you guys lost to NAU.
Yes,
is that something has been a reminder at all this week? Like, hey.
No, I just things about ourselves, like starting with practice, how we practice. It's mainly every week is within ourselves, within the team. Yeah, there's stuff that we talk about with our opponent, but it all starts with the team.
Dorian, when Jaden starts scrambling around, how much of that just becomes backyard football?
A lot of it because he's a great runner, but he likes to look downfield for his receivers. So it's just like, get open, the ball is going to find you.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see that he starts moving?
Follow wherever he goes.
Yeah? So that's pretty much what every receiver's thinking, right?
Yeah.
So how do you guys avoid not basically hitting one another?
It's our scramble drill. We got different places to go, just depending on where you at on the field and what side he scrambles out to.
Was it frustrating at all, again, going against that Mississippi State passing attack, just how quickly he would get the ball out?
No, I kind of already expected that. I played against Washington State plenty of times while they were under Mike Leach. Familiar with that type of offense. I know it was a lot of one-step, three-step drops. We as a defense ended up getting like a couple sacks. I think we got 3. So, I mean, it was just fun to play against an SEC opponent, not really worried about, if I was getting a sack or, I just wanted to have fun with my teammates.
How do you look at that overall defensive performance by the team? Like, it seemed like you guys played pretty well, but then you look at the scoreboard and maybe say otherwise.
Yeah, the scoreboard doesn't really tell the whole truth, I mean, obviously they won the game, but we had 3 turnovers. We had a lot of like 3 and outs. We stopped them plenty of times. We were in the game all the way up until like, I want to say like a minute into a minute left in the third quarter. So, I mean, they won, and, hats off to them, but I feel like we played well on defense, and we have the rest of the season ahead of us to prove who we are, and we're going to do that.
Dorian, are you taking the mindset of this the end of the non-conference schedule, or the conference schedule starts after that, and it'd be nice to win 2 out of 3, or is that not really the mindset the team's taking?
Yeah, since we got 3 non-conference games, we're 1-1 right now. We're trying to finish it off positive, go 2-1, and then get into Pac-12 play.
Hunter, that's okay, go ahead.
So, Dorian, what are some of the conversations that you have with T-Mac as he's just kind of learning about college ball? Obviously super talented, but it's a tough adjustment.
Just making sure he's all right, just making sure the game is easier for him. If he needs help with anything, just breaking down coverages, watching film together, just things like that.
How often does he come to you for advice versus you talking to him?
I think it's pretty equal. Like, all of our receivers, we all talk amongst each other, no matter what it is, just so everybody's on the same page.
Hunter, what have you thought of some of the freshmen that have played on defense so far in these first 2 games?
I believe that they're, coming along. Jacob Manu, was one of my favorite. I think he's very he pays attention in the meetings, and he takes what he learned in the meetings and he puts it out there on the field. And then we have Deuce Lane and Deuce Davis. Both of those guys are in my room. And I love the way they listen and they follow us, and they want to, be coached not only by the coaches but by the older guys. They look up to us, and it's our job to, kind of set that example of, Arizona football and what we want them to be when we look back here and see them as juniors and seniors. We just want to set an example for them, and I feel like they're taking that information and they're processing it well.
Now, those three guys are all kind of undersized for their positions, either height or weight at this point. Do you see that holding them back, or how are they overcoming not being like the prototypical size right now?
I kind of tell them all the time, when I was a freshman, you guys are more advanced than I was. And yeah, they might be undersized, but size doesn't matter when you have heart and when you have determination. You have great coaches like that we have, and they have all those, so I think they'll be fine. And then as they get older, they'll grow and they'll get bigger and they'll get stronger, they'll get faster. They haven't been in a college program for a year. They only been here for 6 months, not even 6 months, some of them. So they'll grow and they'll learn and they'll get better, and they'll get, you'll start looking at them like, dang, that's 99. That's the same 99 that we saw as a freshman. They're going to grow. They're going to be all right.
Dorian, the last time you guys played an FCS team, you lost to NAU. What do you remember about that night?
Well, I was in the booth that night, but I was watching the game. I just remember we wasn't disciplined as a team. Just didn't follow our values.
What was kind of the mood like with the team after that game?
Very disappointing, I would say. Just had to regroup the next week. Things about football, you can't dwell on a loss, and you can't be excited for a win too long because you got an opponent next week.
1 minute. With that being said, what's kind of your guys' approach with this week?
Everything's within the team first. As long as we come out, practice hard Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, have a great walkthrough Friday, do what we need to do to get ready for Saturday, hydrate, eat, just everything within that.
Hunter, you've been putting out those videos where you're interviewing some of your teammates and coaches. Is media something that you're interested in down the road?
I really wouldn't say media. I think you guys' job is kind of tough, because a lot of people are sensitive nowadays. But I do want to get into some type of vlog of my life, Probably, I guess that is media, but I just want to show how funny I am, I guess, sometimes.
Do you do stand-up?
Kind of a little bit. Nah, I don't really do stand-up unless it's in front of my friends. But like I said, I just enjoy making people laugh, and I think the videos kind of help.
On Hard Knocks, the rookies have to go up and sing a song or do a performance or something. Do you guys have anything like that for freshmen? Do they have to?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we had a little talent show, but it wasn't a freshman. It was kind of all of us by position group, which is kind of fun. You get kind of that Hard Knocks feel, like you're saying. So. What
was the most notable or memorable performance by anyone?
Our O-linemen. They're pretty good actors. It's kind of like an in-house thing. I hate to tell y'all that, but it was funny though. Just know that our O-linemen are pretty much the comedians of the team, and they're led by Coach BC, who's the biggest comedian. So they did that for sure.